Well, this week, I decided to go big. Well, welcome back to Finding America. It is really great to see you back here. Now, this week, I got a great photo from Joe from Ohio, wearing his favorite Finding America shirt while vacationing on the beaches of Florida. Well, thanks so much, Joe, for sending me that awesome picture. But most of all, I want to thank you for all the support that you've shown this channel. It is really greatly appreciated. Now, if you would like to send me a picture of yourself wearing your favorite Finding America shirt, or even using your Finding America drop cloth, you can do so by sending them to me at my email, findingamerica01@gmail.com. Now, I would love to see them, and I will also get them into a future Finding America episode. So this week, I was actually on my own again. Chris was down with the flu once again. So I had to rethink the plans for this week's hunt. Now, I love a challenge, so I decided I wanted to go to some hard-hit spots that have produced some amazing finds for us in the past. Now, we've hit these things hard with the 6-inch coil, the 11-inch coil, and frankly, signals are a bit tough to get there. But I've been having so much success with that 15-inch coil lately, I've been dying to take it back to some of my favorite old spots. Well, I have to say, I was amazed at how many good things I was finding at these sites with the 15-inch coil. And in this episode, I want to show you every good target I recovered. And I'm going to show them to you in order so you can see exactly how the day progressed for me. So this first hunt that I take you to, it's in a wooded area of a Civil War camp. Now, this site was featured in 2 past videos. One called Found What Where, and the other one, Weather Frightful Finds Delightful. And I made some really great finds there in the past. So, I have a lot to show you, so let's get started, and I hope you enjoy these hunts. Well, I am on my own today. Chris is under the weather, and I decided to come back to a section of woods that I was here about a year ago. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you might remember some of the things I found here. A couple incredible things. I found cannonball and cannon artillery cufflink. And I also found a killer Morristown Cafe token out here. And I have not yet brought the Equinox out here, but give you a look around here. It's wooded, a little bit of snow left on the ground. It's in the 20s right now. But right now I am hunting in part 2 at the moment, running that 15-inch coil. And I got a nice signal about 10 minutes into this. Got a 13 right up against these tree saplings. And I went down about 6 inches, and check out my first good find. Beautiful drop pistol ball. That is a nice one. I got another good signal with the 15-inch, and it was giving me a 15 ID, and it was deep. Probably looking at 9-10 inches, and I finally got it out, and this one is a fired pistol ball. Very cool. Tell you what, that was a pretty impressive depth. Almost buried the digger there. So I'm going to say that was about 9-10 inches underneath this root here. So that was a good find. Till I got this 19. If you can see it right there. Kind of the shape of a cufflink, so that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, you can see where the post was. It was gold plated. Let me wipe this off real quick to see what it is. Definitely has some good age. Oh, that's sweet. There you go. Look at that. Wow, that is a gorgeous cufflink. Just beautiful. Well, that 15-inch did a nice job again. I got a 13 signal. I'd say about 5 inches down. Finally got it out. And check it out. It's another pistol ball. Wow. That's another drop too. So 2 drops and a fired. Pretty cool. Well, I'll tell you, that 15-inch did an awesome job sniffing this out. I got a 9 on the Equinox, but boy, it had some depth. I went down 6-7 inches, but look what I found. This, I mean, I was actually shocked to see this here. Hoping it's coming through. That is a Tomback Colonial button, 1700s. And it's got a design on it. It's the first Tomback I've ever found with a really killer design. I only wish it was whole. But look at that, the flower and the circles around it. That is awesome. And it's still got a perfect shank. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Oh boy, if that had been whole, that would have made my day. That is a gorgeous button. Well, next thing was a 15. I dug only a couple inches down, but I got this, looks like a gold-plated lid to a locket. Pretty cool. About the size of a quarter. Definitely has some age on it, so. Well, I was almost out of these woods, still detecting, and got a nice 14 signal. Dug down. I'll tell you what, this is kind of surprising. Appears to be a, maybe a Colt pistol bullet. Definitely Civil War era. So, not real positive on it, but I will check it out later when I get home. But that is a nice find. Well, with this next spot, I really decided to put that 15-inch coil to the test. Now, I decided to go to a tiny, and I do mean tiny, front yard of a house built in 1900. Now, this site was also featured in a past couple videos. One was called No Objection to Detection, and the other one was called Think Big. And I have to tell you, I was really surprised. I pulled out a few nice finds from this front yard. Well, I was getting a 9 and a 10 on the Equinox, and I pulled it out already and took a look. I got some sort of denim overall button. Boy, I tell you, I've been on a roll with these lately. I really can't see a design on it, but I will try and get it cleaned up when I get home. And if there's something on it, I will definitely let you see it. Well, I'll tell you what, S15 just impresses me more and more every time I use it. Got a signal bouncing from 10 to 13, very deep. Let's see, about 8 inches, and I finally got it out. And check it out. I think it's a cufflink, or sometimes maybe a. Whoa! Check that out. Look at the design on it. How cool is that? Wow. Now, I'm going to get that cleaned up, but that is neat. Wow. I'll tell you what, very old, early 1900s at least. But I'll get that cleaned up and give you a better look at it, but boy was that impressive. 8 inches on that, and it was giving me a nice solid signal too. And this yard, I can't, it'd be an understatement to say it's pounded. It's just, well, this next signal, pretty deep, giving me a 12 right near the front steps and sidewalk here. And dug down about 6 inches, and look what popped out. I think I have a ring, but it's a very old ring. A little bent up it looks like, but it's no big deal. Yeah, sometimes it's still got some of the stones in it. Just a very cool antique ring. Well, I'm going to leave it alone and clean it up gently when I get home, but that is a great find. Tell you what, that 15 is just sniffing them out. Well, it didn't take me very long to finish up that tiny front yard. So I decided the next spot I would go to is a park. Now, this park was also featured in a past couple of videos. One of the videos was called OMG, and the other video was called Old Parks New. I have to say, once I got there, that big coil just kept producing. Well, next target was ringing in at a 17, and what I could make out was this, and I pulled it out, and that's what I ended up with. Some kind of steak. Pretty cool though. A lot of age, but yeah, that's the first one I've ever found. Well, now I've got one. I was getting a nice high tone 23, and not very deep, just a couple inches. Got a nice 1940 Wheatie. Nice green one. So, very happy to get that. Well, I was getting a strong 14, dug down, and got the zinc lid, but the porcelain insert was still whole for this mason jar. But it's kind of cool. It says genuine Boyd cap for mason jars, but the Boyd, the B, is backwards. I thought that was pretty cool. I guess if it's not genuine, it would be going the right way. Well, got a real nice signal. It was about 11, but it was really solid. And I got the end of it here. I think you can see it. I think I got a spoon. And I went ahead and widened the plug a little bit just to loosen it up, but I haven't pulled it out yet. Let's see what we got. Oh, wow. That, I believe, is a teaspoon. Wow. That's an unusual one, isn't it? That long handle. Must be for iced tea. But definitely has some pretty good age on that. Oh, check out the back. It's got a rope pattern. Very cool. I'll get this cleaned up, give you a better picture of it, but I like that. Yeah, it's got a rope pattern in the middle here. So that is a cool little item. Well, I think I found something cool. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'll tell you, I got a pretty decent signal right there. It turned out to be kind of a large rusty thing. But I knew there was something else, so I filled the hole and checked back, and just off to the side of this hole, I was getting a pretty high tone squeaker. And about 8 inches down, check it out, I got a ring. Yeah, it's not going to be gold or silver, but it's still going to be kind of cool, I think. It's a men's ring, and it looks like it has red stones in it. Wow. Definitely has some age. Let me get it brushed off here and give you a better look at it, but boy, that's a nice one. That's got to be like 30s. So after finishing up with that part, I decided my next stop was going to be one that I thought would be a real challenge for that 15-inch coil. Now, it's a courthouse lawn that I've hunted for the past 4 years, and where I've filmed under the hanging tree and short on time, long on finds. And I have to say, when I got there, I was totally blown away by all the signals I was getting. And I spent the rest of the day on my knees digging finds. Well, this is kind of nice. Got a 17, 18, kind of a weak signal, and I buried the depth meter on the machine. I'd say it was about 9 inches down, and I finally just got it up on the drop cloth. I saw a roundness. I have no idea what it is. Looks like I got a ring. Wow. Looks like an old brass wedding band. Check that out. Looks like a woman's. Pretty small, but wow. I'll tell you what, that was an awesome recovery with that big coil. Just going really slow, listening for anything I can get, and that was way down there. Well, I just got a very cool thing. Ringing in about 17, 18, about 5-6 inches down. I think it was on edge, and it's real thin, and it's real cool. I've never found one of these. Check it out. It's like a little fob, but it has the number 225 stamped into it. And I'm thinking that may be an old key fob. I've seen some of these in the past, and they usually had a cloth or a string or something attached to a key. But that is really cool, and definitely early 1900s. Another great hole here. I was doing a row in this direction, and I had a signal over here to the left. Got done, and I was turning around to go back and start another row, and I swung my coil this way instead of this way, and I got a real nice hit. And I dug down 7 inches, popped the coin out. It was ringing 23, so I'm expecting a Wheatie, but it was obviously on edge. because I even went back after I got the signal and couldn't get it the other direction. So that's a real good lesson for people starting out too, is after you've done north-south gridding, you know, go right back over the same area and do an east-west grid. And then after, if it's really producing a lot of good coins, start doing diagonal grids. And just approach the targets from different directions. And look how beautiful this wheat penny is. Wow. Very nice. Oh yeah, 1939. Ooh, that's in good shape. Well, it was kind of funny. This signal was giving me a 19, and I pulled out this tiny little piece of aluminum, rechecked the hole, and all of a sudden it was giving me a 23-24. So I dug down and saw this pop out. You can see the imprint down here. Oh yeah, another wheatie. Man, look how pretty that is. 1940. Beautiful color. The other side's probably just as nice. Wow. Yep, the wheaties and nickels come out of here really pretty. Well, that's pretty cool. I literally just a minute ago dug that 1940 wheatie you just saw, and I ran my coil over to the side and was getting a 12. And I'm thinking, well, maybe there's a nickel, but it wasn't. Check it out. It was a wheatie on edge. It's still sitting as I saw it. And wow, just as pretty as the last one. Trying to see the date. Ugh. Eyes aren't working. I think it's a 42. So that is pretty awesome. Really a low number, and I guess because it was on edge. Well, came down here, was getting 18, 19, and didn't know what to expect. I kept going after it. Got down pretty good, and I popped this. It appears to be another wheatie, and another wheatie on edge. That's like the third one. And this one's going to be 1945. I'll tell you what, I'm amazed both with the Equinox as always. Best machine I've ever used, period. Now I haven't used them all, so don't anyone get on me for that. And love that coil. Oh my gosh. Let me give you the sequence here. First hole I dug was a beaver tail from a pull tab ringing in at 12. I moved up here with the 1819, got that 1945 wheatie you just saw. Came over here, got another 12, and I mean, I went down for this. This is insane, because it's like 7-8 inches. Look what popped out. Kind of gave me a little minor heart attack. I thought half dime. But no, it is kind of cool though. It is an old play coin. And it says 10 on this side with 4 stars. And I don't know what it is on this side yet. Oh, it looks pretty cool. Let's see if I can rub it off real quick here. Well, I'll get it cleaned up and I'll give you a picture of it, but that is awesome. It looks like it has a star in the center and some words around the edges. Well, I was getting a 25-26, kind of hoping for silver, but appears I have another wheatie on edge, if you can see it down there. And I'm going to go ahead and pluck it. It's about 5 inches down. Oh yeah, might be a little bit earlier. It looks like 1934. Very nice. Well, this is turning into the wheatie show. But hey, they're fun to dig up. And this one I took a look at. It's a 1939. It's really amazing because I have pounded this section hard. I hardly got any signals last time with the 11-inch coil. I dug up a 40 Jefferson here, a 64 here, and I just got another one. These are all about, this is the shallowest one. The others are about 6-7 inches. And this one I popped out, I don't know what year this is yet. Oh, 1941. Jeez, that's just amazing. Well, just popped the 4th nickel. Got a 12-13, and son of a gun, another one. Let's see, it's Jefferson. Now this one's going to be a 42. I'll tell you what, it is pretty awesome. I don't believe it's silver. Doesn't look silver, but that is pretty awesome. That's 4 nickels in a row. Well, guess what? It was silver. It's got a pretty good crust on it, but it's a 42S. So that is awesome. Well, got a 14-15 bouncing back and forth. I dug down about 4 inches. Check it out. Got a collar stud. Very cool. I'll tell you, I love this coil. Got a 13-14 signal. Super, super deep. We're talking 9 inches. It's way down in this hole. Finally got it out on the drop cloth, and I was just poking around, and check out what fell out of the dirt. I don't even know what it is yet. Oh, it's a buffalo. Check it out. That is really satisfying when you go after these deep targets and bloop, there's a sweet coin. That is awesome. Whew. Man, that is so cool. I've been over this place so many times over the last 4 years, and this one, I definitely have this one to thank for with that coil. Really got down deep on this one. Well, as you can see, a big coil will definitely wake up those hard hit sites that you have. And no matter what kind of machine you're using, having a small and a big coil are pretty much essential to finding all those really cool finds out there. Now, if you'd like some more information on a coil for your machine, I put some links down below in the video description, and they'll take you to the Calico website, and you can see all that they have to offer. Oh, and don't forget, be sure to use our FAUSA sales code to save yourself 10% off that new coil. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed this week's show. And as always, I have some fantastic historical photos from our country's great past coming up in just a few seconds, so I hope you'll stick around for those. And remember, it's history that always makes I Find a Treasure. And I cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.